So yeah, we're just going to go through pretty much the same steps that we did last time. I just want to get a little repetition in here just to get you more comfortable. More time you see you do something, it's a little bit easier every time. So hopefully, so yeah. I don't know if you got my email earlier about getting the project files, but yeah, if you go into your Google Drive shared here, it's got 12.8 session, and then project assets, and then that's beautiful Mark Cassie right here. So you can just right click on that and download it. Boom. So that should be on your desktop already. And if you don't have the Inslate, it's back up here on the root and BH plus Inslate. And you can just do the same thing, right click, download, and then you would have everything on your desktop. So get rid of these things. Okay, so yeah, this is what we're going to cover today. We're basically importing. We just did that. We're going to trim, add Inslate, pretty much the same stuff we did last time. So what I like to do is actually just go ahead and create a folder on your desktop, and I will just name it. There we go. Session 4. Boom. Okay, and that way you know exactly where everything is. Okay, so now we have all of our assets in a nice little folder on your desktop. Got my slate, and then I've got Mark Cassie. So what we'll do now is just open up our handy little Shotcut editor, click on that bad boy, and then, yeah, opens up like this. So a lot of times it will just open up on the last thing that you were on. So it may or may not look like this, but it's no problem. What I like to do is just kind of put it on playlist over here on this tab down here. And let me get rid of this. There we go. Moving things around so I can see everything. All right, so yeah, so playlist right here, not bad. And right now, they want to know where you're gonna save your projects folder, like where is your projects folder. So basically right here, new project, we're just gonna click on that, new project. And on the desktop, I've created, that's the session 4 folder you created. Why not? We'll put it right there. If you've got a ton of space on your local drive, then go for it. But if you're kind of bloated, like my laptop, it's pretty bloated. I maybe have like 4 gigs free on my laptop. So I just use an external. But anyway, if you've got your desktop folder here, just go ahead and say open on that. And it won't do anything. Nothing will happen. It's no big deal. This actually will change if it wasn't on there. And then we're just going to project name. We're going to kind of name it because at the top right now it says untitled. So we're just going to name it. So session 4. So project name, we'll just name it session 4. Why not? It's going to put it in that folder. And then you click start right here. Boom. So that goes away. This is your kind of your monitor. So what we need to do now is just feed it clips. So we've got 2 clips in our folder on our desktop. So what we need to do is go up here to open file, boom, and then just navigate to your desktop, that folder. And so we need these 2 clips. We need the Inslate, and then if you press and hold your command or option, I believe is on a PC, and then you're able to select both of them at the same time. If not, you just do one at a time. But anyway, so I'm going to open this, boom, and now it's just going to auto play. You can press your space bar to stop it. Okay, what do we got? We've got 2 clips here. So you need to start out with the clip that is that you shot on your cell phone. Let's just pretend you shot Mark Cassie up in Woodbine, and so what we'll do is select this and just drag it down to your timeline here and let go. It might take a second. but it should populate like this.
So the part of the screen in your upper left corner, it's not on mine like that. I'm sure it's just some default thing.
It doesn't matter, Frank. It doesn't matter for you if it's there or not.
I don't have a way of grabbing the video because right now the BH thing tagline thing is.
Do you see him in the center of your screen?
No, I have the BH tagline thing up there.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's over. I moved it over. I just don't see the file.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's the simple thing. I just don't know what to click.
I tell you what, Frank, you can see my cursor right here. So just go up to open and just select that session, for example, clip one more time and just open that. And it should open up in your window right here.
Okay, I can do that. I got it now.
Cool. And you can just press your space bar to stop him talking. I think it automatically opens. So now from here, from your window right here, click and drag that and pull it down.
Got it.
Cool. All right. Hey, we're cooking with grease here. So, so to be able to see the entire clip here, we're just going to go in between here, the magnifying glasses, and we're just going to take this and pull it down a little bit. That way now you can see the entire clip. I'm just kind of going back and forth with this. Pretty good section here. So that's how you resize it. And now you can see your entire clip you're working with. Okay, so what you want to do is just kind of find a spot where Mark starts talking, right? So down here is your audio waveform. That was one thing that Eric was talking about with me, Eric Mitchell, yesterday, or I don't know when it was. And he was saying that he couldn't see this audio waveform. And so if you don't see that, then over here, these little stacked lines here, if you click on that, there's a little menu and it says show audio waveforms. So this is what he was looking at the other day. And so to help him out, you just click on this menu, show audio waveforms, boom. It just helps visualize what people are saying and who's saying it. So right here, down through here, this is Dan asking the question to Mark. You can tell right here, this is where Mark is going to start talking. So, but to review it, just kind of put your cursor somewhere around in here and play it. So basically Dan said, hey, could you talk about how awesome this track is? So what we're going to do is put the cursor, this playhead, which is this white line here. We're just going to drag it anywhere up in this black line area. We're just going to drag that playhead right before that little mountain down here. Okay. So, excuse me, there's a couple of different ways to cut this section off. We don't want this section, right? So if you're working on a fairly new computer and it has no problems doing this, then by all means, take your cursor over here, and when it turns green, the front of that clip turns green and it's two arrows, just click on it and drag it to the right until it clicks onto that spot where you wanted to cut it. Now, that is pretty labor intensive for a computer's video card. And so I understand everybody doesn't have like a super monster video editing machine. So I'm just gonna undo what I did. That was Command Z. And so if you want to just cut it right here, just make sure your playhead, which is this white line here, make sure that playhead is right where you want to cut it. And then this button right here, if you hover over that, it says split at playhead. Well, my playhead is right here. I want to do that. So let me just click on that button. And if you move your playhead around, you can see there's a black line now. That is totally cut. So to get rid of this, select this part we want to take off and just press delete. Okay, so we should all have a clip that is trimmed right before Mark starts talking. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of pretty facilities out there, but okay. So one problem right now is there's a whole bunch of dead space right here. In fact, there's what? How much? There's probably 20 seconds of black video. Now, if you went to export your video right now, it would start out with 20 seconds of black video. Now, to make it start out with Mark, put your cursor anywhere in here where it turns to a hand and grab it and pull it all the way to the left until it doesn't go anymore. So now it starts at 0, 0, 0. That's a very important step. Like a few people had like a good 10 seconds of black video starting out their video. So that was a very important step right there, is to take out any slack at the beginning here. So once we have this, here's what we can do. We can use that same technique. Say we wanted to cut out. All right. Say we wanted to cut that out. I'm going to cut out, we're standing right now maybe on the best turf course in America, or what did he say? It's not America. All right, so I know it starts right here. I'm going to play it. I know he starts right here on that statement. I'm going to press my cut again, cutting. So I'm cutting that. So I know this is good. This is all good right here. So I'm going to play until he stops that statement. Okay, boom. You can probably hear me slamming my space bar. Editors are notorious for killing their keyboards. Anyway, so I know that he stopped saying that right there. My playhead is in the great spot for it to cut. So I'm just going to click this button one more time. Boom. All right. Now, if you move your cursor off a little bit, your playhead off, you can see that there are two distinct lines here. Now, just like before, just select it with your cursor. It should have a red box around it. Once that red box is around it, press your delete button. Okay. Now we've got a problem again. We've got black video right here with no audio. We need to get rid of that. So we'll take our cursor anywhere, not here, not here. This would just, that's not what you want. You want to put your cursor where it's a hand, where it looks like a hand. So grab that, press and drag to the left, and it should snap right to it because your magnetic tool is selected right here. So that should have taken care of any type of blank areas right there. So just to make sure, I'm going to review it. So I'm going to put my playhead back here right before that cut. I'm going to see what happens. Okay, now, you know, this is just an example. It may or may not, sound right, but I'm just kind of showing you how to take out one spot in the middle of your clip, okay? So, all right, that works for me. And then we want to go to the end. I'm gonna kind of wrap it up and see what he says last. And so I'm gonna put my cursor, my playhead pretty close to the end here, see what happens. I'm playing it. Much closer finishes. Okay, and he does the classic Cassie smile. So, all right, just like before at the beginning of your clip, you can hover over and you see where your arrows are like this. You can click and drag if you got a super strong computer, boop, like that. Or I'm gonna undo that. Or you can put your cursor right where you want it to stop and then go over here and press your cut. Boom. So it cut. So that's two different ways. If I'm on a really fast computer, I'm dragging all day on these. So we want to get rid of this end part here, because if you play it, come here. There we go. Yeah, so we just want to get rid of that. So we've already got our cut here, and we're just going to select it just like before. It's got a red box and delete. So we have a complete trimmed clip now. We know it starts out with him talking. So we can put our playhead over here and just play it from the beginning. All right, that plays pretty well. And then if we wanted to check our end trim, check that out. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, the only thing left we need to do is, excuse me, cough in the microphone. The last thing we need to do is just put our end slate on, and it's right up here. If you don't see it, just go ahead and open file, and then get that end slate in there. So it should be up here. And so grab and drag, and you will be met with something saying overwrite. So I'm not letting go yet. I'm just showing you like what it'll do. So if I let it go right here, you're going to have some blank space. So while you're clicking and holding, just kind of butt it up gently, and you see how it snaps? It'll snap right on the end of that. Then let it go. Now, in a case where you maybe dropped it, a little bit further out, well, this orange brownie gold stuff, it's bad. That's going to result in a black video space. So if you did drag it out here, just click and drag it to where it sucks it in right there. Boom. It's like a magnetic. It'll attract it. And then I just want to just make sure that plays fine. So I'll put my playhead before that cut transition. Okay. Hello. All right. So that plays fine. This is a complete video. I have kind of looked at it and made sure there are no blank spaces in between cuts. It doesn't appear that there's space in the beginning. Everything starts at zeros right here. So it all looks good to me. So the next step would be to export it, make a video out of it. So a couple different ways you could do that. You can go up here at the very top. It says export, looks like a little DVD. You could just go to file, export video. You could do that too. If you're a keyboard type of person, you can just do Command E. But anyway, I just click this button here, up here at the top, export. So now you'll see this dialogue going on here. The only thing you really need to know is click on default right here. That's fine. And yep, that's from the timeline. That's cool. That's what we want to make a video of, is our timeline. Yep. And then the next thing you do, excuse me, export file right here. This is your friend. This is it. Everybody sees the button. So it is also kind of highlighted right now. So I'm just going to click on that. Now it's going to say, hey, where do you want to put this thing? And what do you want to name it? So what I'm going to do is put my initials at the very beginning, JD. You guys put your initials. I know there's a few people that have the same initials. So if you can just differentiate, that'd be great. So put your initials or customize it. And then session 4 would be cool. And then desktop, that's a great place for it to spit it out. You don't have to worry about MP4. That's exactly what we want. And then you press save. As soon as you press save, you're going to see a status bar up here. And just like before, if you see any of these little dotted lines right here, you can actually drag and make this bigger if you wanted to. So right now it's got a status update. It says it's going to take about 2 minutes or so to go ahead and compress that. Actually, the term is called render. This is done. So this is what it'll look like. It'll spit it out on your desktop right here. And the biggest part is I'm going to minimize this Shotcut real quick. And the biggest part is to review your clip that's already been made. So I'm just pressing my space bar, reviewing it. And then let's just pretend that I watched the entire thing. And that all works. There's no spaces. There's no black spaces or anything like that. So I know that's pretty much ready to go. So at that point, you would just get onto your shared folders again and navigate to the 12/8/20 session today. And then here it is, 12/8 session for edits. Boom. There's nothing in there right now, but I'm going to drag mine in, be the first one right here. So I'm dragging this sucker in, and yeah, it should be like a minute and it'll be in there. So if you guys do that in that folder, I'll be able to see what you did and go over these with you.
On mine, it says upload complete, but if you click on it, it says still uploading.
Like yeah,
it's still rendering.
That's a very
and
good.
Like you can't. I can only.
Right.
I think I'm the only one that can see it because
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. No, it's okay, Frank. That's happened to a couple of people. That it says that it's still processing. Now, if you wait about 5 minutes or so, it's probably going to be processed. So here, let me show you exactly what happens here. Let me share this.
At that point, Can I still move it?
Yeah. See, check this out. So let me find yours.
I mean, that's the thing. There it is. Well, no.
Hang on.
There it is. There it is. That was it.
Oh, was that it? All right. Let me go back. Boop. Cassie, Frank, hey, check it out. So yeah, here's the thing that might happen to you, and there's really no rhyme or reason. I've been searching the internets, and it just happens. There could be bad cache or something with your video, but the thing is the video is fine, even though it doesn't play. It's using YouTube to actually play this. Google. So you could actually download this right now. So let me just show you. So I'm going to right click on this and say download. Boop. Even though there's no thumbnail to this, it would actually be there. So yeah. So boom. See, this is your video. Let's review your work here. Oh, it's perfect, Frank. It's perfect.
He's the master of a 6-second clip.
Oh my God, Frank! Frank,
shorten to the point.
There's more on it. No,
Frank, I love it.
It's 1:39.
Yeah, I skimmed through it. We're joking with you. Okay, Frank, you did a perfect job. That's a perfect job. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it in the right. If it's on this level, I can just drag it. I think I can throw it right in there. So yeah, I'm gonna move that into the edits. Boom.
I mean, that's the weird thing, though. That's where I saved it, but it like went into that holding pattern. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what I like to do is save it. Well, are you talking about from Shotcut?
I'm saying like it looks like you just moved it into the folder that I had already put it in.
Oh yeah, you know what? It might have just been that I just need to refresh my page here. Okay. So yeah, here let me.
But no, I agree, because like it was weird. Like I could see it on one page, and I could see everyone else's on a different page.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a second. Yeah, see, like it says Tim's here, but he might have already moved it, so it might take a second for it to show up in the other folders here. But if I just double click this and double click that. And yeah, see Tim edit right there. Boom.
Yeah, it's in both locations. I didn't delete it from the other. I just uploaded it a second time.
Yeah. So
sorry, I'm multitasking right now.
No worries. Here, I'm going to remove it from this one. Boom, gone. Okay. So yeah, that's how you do it right there. And like I said, this process right here that we're doing is just for me to see them. You wouldn't be doing this actual step like next week. In a real world, you wouldn't be doing that. It would be going to Bright Cove. But this is just so I can see it. So yeah, I think everybody did great. If there is any questions, let me click on this. Okay. yeah, let me know if anybody's having problems, or if you want extra help on certain things, reach out. Seriously, that's what I'm here for. So, so if nobody has anything else, you guys did a great job. Awesome job today. I know we're going a little bit long, but this was really worth it, I believe. So anyway, if you don't have any questions, great job. And we'll see you next time. Next week, I'll send out the links for the Bright Cove session, and it'll just be on Tuesday. We'll go over it.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, JD.
Thank you, JD.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
your patience.
All right. Have a good one.